Hello, my friends. Welcome back to a new video. I have you on a new camera. Yes, already a new one. I wanted to get something, well, I bought the body and a new wide lens. I just want you guys to be able to see more. So I hope you guys like this. I'm going to be looking in the viewfinder a lot in today's video, just as I'm working it, because I'm switching to all manual settings from here on out and trying to control everything on my own, just to make the quality better for all of you. But I'm currently on a wide angle lens, and I'm really a 55mm one, and I'm really loving it. I also went back to Canon. My last couple videos I shot on a brand new Sony camera. I'm just not a Sony person. I am a... Why, hello, beautiful lady. Hi, how are you? Who's a sunshine girl? Who's a sunshine lady? Oh, yes. Hold on. I have to pay attention to her. Oh, hi. 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 Oh, Uzza, my baby girl. Uzza, my baby. Hi. Say hi to everyone. Or say hi. Or say hi. Now you're not going to leave me alone because I picked you up. Now you're not going to leave me alone. Anyway, things here are going well. I just ran out. It's like 10:10. Whoa. It took me like an hour and I got nothing. I went to my favorite coffee shop. Well, one of mine. I actually have quite a few, but this is Amelie's French Bakery, and I got their fall cookie butter latte. It's amazing, but a little too sweet for me. If I go back, I'm going to ask it for half sweet because it's just a little, not a big sweet coffee. I like to be able to like taste the coffee, and they have good coffee there. So today I am hosting our family's murder mystery, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We all have a role to play. I forget. Let me check who I am. I think my name is Preston. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, I don't know where Preston came from. I am Jordan Vale, a publicist. My motive, I have a motive, I have an alibi, I have clue connections, I have a costume. Mabel also has a character tonight. I also know you guys are gonna ask where this sweatshirt's from. It is a bunch of years old. I actually bought it when we still lived in New York, and I never wore it because I didn't feel comfortable in it. But I decided to throw it on today. It's L&M. I don't know if they make it anymore. If they do, I'll link it for you down below. But I love it. I have a couple of their pieces that I haven't ever worn, and they're getting busted out this week. But I just think it's so cute. Yeah, so I went out and ran errands. My sister and mom are taking care of most of the food, but I told them I would do a charcuterie board. So we're going to set that up. And then a large portion of the day is figuring out how to make this main floor look like a bookstore, which will be easy because Steven and I have 1,436 books that I'm going to put all over the house. Essentially, stacks of books, different layers, different levels, and just thinking about how we add some ambiance. I asked Steven to maybe go grab some firewood because we have 2 wood-burning fireplaces up here, and it's going to be cold, and we're not doing it till later in the evening. So I thought maybe we would make 2 fires, 2 small fires, nothing that's going to make the house too hot, but we could always open a window or a door. But yeah, I just thought like the crackling of it would add to it. Steven also, because he is the best husband on the planet, I said, for the party, can you put the whole house on dimmer switches? So he went and bought dimmer switches and has been switching them all out at the house. So I can dim all the lights really low, use a lot of lamps, use a lot of candlelight, give it like a good spooky vibe. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. We've been making our holidays really special as a family, and it's been a lot of fun. So that's what's happening. Let's walk around and let's talk about what I'm thinking about for the party. My topiary needs a trim soon too. I'm just looking at it. I overwatered it, but it has a good drainage system. So I'm just gonna drain it out, but it's doing so well. Oh, also, I got my new phone. I have switched over from my iPhone Air to the 17 Pro Max. And then I just got the Apple neon case. They had this neon color this time around, and I love a neon yellow moment. So I grabbed it, and I'm very, very happy with it. I have learned very quickly that I am a Pro Max person. I am someone who does use the wide angle lens a lot. I actually want to do a lot more content on my phone. And the Air, as chic and beautiful as it is, I just need this. And I got the 1 terabyte version because I wanted to have a lot more storage. I put way too much music on my phone and I do a lot of videoing just in life on my phone. So I upgraded my memory, I upgraded my phone, really, really happy with it. I actually have to send back my Air, but that's for another day. I have the topiary chilling in the sink. I'm just gonna let it drain there a little bit more. So I'm thinking of rearranging possibly this little space to make it feel more of a bookstore, but although this does feel really conversational and it might just work the way it is. But really, lots of more books need to be added. So, yeah, and then I think lots of books here, and then I'm thinking of suspending books from pages that I cut from the ceiling on fishing line. And then in here, get bunches of stacks of books going on. Same in here. It's going to be, hopefully, look really cool when it's all said and done. But we need to transform this space into a bookstore. I am going to go put on some comfy clothes. Well, I am really comfortable, but I'm gonna put on a t-shirt and some shorts so I don't get too hot because I'm gonna be running upstairs and downstairs with books and probably moving some furniture around. I am prepping the pages to hang over the island, and I'm trying to add a lot of dimension to them so when they're hanging, they're not just flat sheets of paper. I am doing some flat, but not many, just enough to add a little bit of a different element. I'm gonna show you really quick how you can get that look. It would look really cool with some like antique sheet music at Christmas time, bunches of different ways. So I have 2 pieces of Scotch tape for a project like this where you're hanging decor with Scotch tape. You want to use a mat. You do not want it to catch any light. So that's one quick rule. All right, hopefully you can see me pretty well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end of my fishing line and I'm going to put it in the corner of it. And then what you want to do is just pull on that fishing line till it starts turning, and then finding where you want it to be, putting your finger down and then taping that other piece. And now I have some dimension to this piece of paper that looks really, really cool. I'm just gonna keep doing that. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but some I'm doing flat, and then there are others where I'm not going on the diagonal, but instead going straight up and down. So I'm gonna center it at the bottom. I'm also doing some pages upside down, some pages right side up. I'm gonna do one that's just completely, that's completely in the middle, just for as much dimension and change as I can get. And then I'm gonna adjust the length of my fishing line after I get it hung, and I can kind of see where they're each hanging from. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want a good even number. I think I'm going to do 13. Always, 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 my friends, odd numbers. You always want to work in odd numbers. Any vignette you set up in your house, anytime you're clustering a group of items together, you always want to, I think about this with place settings, you always want an odd number. It always looks more pleasing and balanced to the eye. And I think a lot of people think that even numbers would look more balanced. But as far as design and like aesthetics go, an odd number will always, always, always look more balanced than an even number. It is very, very rare that I buy even number of things. The only, like, sometimes like a candle set I'll buy too, like those lanterns that I bought from Pottery Barn, but for the most part, I'm always going to go for an odd number. All right, I'm gonna finish making these and then we'll catch up when I start hanging them and seeing what it looks like. And I'm just also gonna hang these on my ceiling with a little bit of matte Scotch tape. They're only gonna be up for the evening, so I'm not worried about it leaving a mark or making a mess. It'll be just fine. I'm still a little stuffed up from my cold. Steven just took Mabel. Steven just took Mabel out for a walk so that I can kind of move stuff around the house. She likes to be pretty close all the time, and things like this can be challenging with her roaming around. So he took her so I can have a little time to get some stuff done. But just continuing to curl these pages. Actually, at this point, I don't know how many I've done. I know some of you will hang with Scotch tape, so I need to show you something. If you ever hang something on a wall or a ceiling with your Scotch tape, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but always take one end and just gently fold it over and make a touch and create a tab that won't stick. That way you can easily pull it off. It is such a little trick, but an enormous time saver to have that little tab that you can just pull from. It really does make this a less tedious task at the end. So just heed my warning and make yourself a little folded over tab so you can just pull them off when the time comes. All right, I think this looks so cool. Like, it is everything that I wanted it to be. I love the whole vibe of it. I do think I'm gonna grab some of my pillar candles and set around that are on a timer, but it looks amazing. All right, friends, I need to catch you up on some decorating, so I'm gonna turn you around and see what I've done so far. I am in love with it. In the entryway, I just obviously am styling with a ton of books, so this really has cost, my fishing line was $5. I spent $4 on some Goodwill books that had old pages. I think that's it. So I just have some books styled, and then I suspended pages over the book, over the entryway table, and then with the book light on, it will, not the book light, the picture light will really like make them glow. Really excited about that. Then when you come into the dining room section of the house, I suspended them over the table, and then just have books stacked and styled, and then some tea lights that will be lit going up and down. Those two flanked hurricanes will be lit. And then over on the island, messing with a bunch of different like heights and varied stuff. Food will mostly go on the perimeter. I am doing a large charcuterie tray there. The suspended pages. I have like a magnifying glass, just some little trinkets around, just to style it even a little bit more. It looks amazing. Washing Mabel's blanket on the couch, but then just have this section styled with books. Some are open, some are just stacked. Beautiful. And then over in the fireplace, I just stacked some books as well. All of those houses will have tea lights burning in them, some styled books here, but it turned out amazing. I'm so proud of it. And I think I only care about it feeling special for my family. That's so important to me, and I think I kind of nailed it.
Everyone's here. The murder didn't even happen yet.
They will come
What murder? Yeah, what murder?
This bookstore does not have a British history. And there's a newspaper that somebody left.
We had a small business. G's Cafe made the soup and stuff, so they're sponsoring Pat. No, G. This is Pat the librarian. She read in our lifetime. And tonight she is here to celebrate new voices and remind us of literature's worth fighting for. So here's to Nora, her sharp mind, sharper pen, and to the light she brought into this foggy little corner of the world.
Hello friends, I know it's like a weird time of day and the lighting isn't great right now, so let me move over here. I am going to start decorating the basement for Christmas. I'm not gonna do a lot. I wanna get the banisters done today. I think if I can get that done, I'd be really, really happy. So that's my goal. So let me show you what I just had delivered, literally just dropped off like a minute ago. So I bought, before they sell out, because they have great reviews, and I'll link them for you. They're from Home Depot. They're 9-foot battery operated Noble Fir pre-lit. You saw the garland that I put here earlier. That's getting used upstairs. It just looks so good. And here I don't want to mess with a ton of plugs and cords because of the way this stairwell splits, because I have to do this side and this side. I really love how these stairs split down the center like that. I've always loved stairs that have that split entry. So what I want to do is I want to do like a swag and a wrap and like around this pole. So these are two 9-foot, so that gives me 18 feet per side, which I think is a pretty healthy margin. It's what I was planning for either way. So let me get these out. Let's check them out. Let's see how good they are. Super reasonable if they're as good as they have been rated. And there aren't many left, so jump on it. My link below. All right, I'm super happy with it. This is no picks, no ribbon. And I'm actually really happy with like the shape, the wiring. It holds its shape. I need something that will do that in order to really get my picks in there. I just fastened it with zip ties, but I swagged it down here, wrapped it around this top post, and then brought it around. And I really wanted enough length to wrap around this final post. But like for this being with no picks in it, I think the price is really good. It's not gonna have the same hang as the ones that I showed you that I'm using upstairs. But that's kind of, I need a little bit more structure on here for the ribbon and stuff that I'm using. I also think this is gonna get some icicles because down here is gonna be all white and silver and gold. It's gonna be not traditional, but because there's not gonna really like really red, but like green, white, cream, silver, and gold is going to be this room. Well, the whole downstairs. The gym is getting a tree, everything. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. Very happy. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one swagged and done, so at least both sides are complete. Not sure if I'm going to do picks today or just focus on getting the base structure done. And the battery packs are super easy to hide, so that's wonderful. But yeah, I haven't really even fluffed a bunch, and it already looks pretty good. But these have like a really nice hold to them. I'm actually super impressed. Yeah, I have these linked below for you. They're a good find. All right, so I went ahead and added just a handful of picks. So I added some long needle picks and then just a handful of cedar. I really didn't have to add that many picks at all. Like, I truly didn't have to overdo it at all. And then I added some honeycombs to it. I just love how they look in a garland. And I am pretty pleased. So on this side, It's all done as well. It looks so good. I'm in love with it. In love. And it feels good to have this one piece done. But it looks beautiful and stellar. I can't recommend it enough. So I'll link the garland. The pics are from Amazon, so I'll find them as well. But it looks beautiful. The other thing I learned about this garland, it has a preset timer. So no matter which function you pick, it'll be on for 6 hours, off for 18. So you don't have to worry about it turning it on and off. It has a preset timer. Obsessed. Friends, I haven't closed out this video, but I think I'm going to. I'm actually really happy with how the footage is looking on this new setup. So that's super exciting. Steven went to interview some people. He's on the admission board for Georgetown, so he's doing some interviews today. But Mabel and I are just hanging out downstairs. I'm enjoying the garland. And I think I'm just gonna chill. Last night with my family was amazing. I didn't really film much, but want to show you what I did do. I showed you what I did capture, but we had a blast. But I love you all. Take care of yourself, take care of others. Be kind. Kindness is free. Give it to everyone. Until next time, which will be soon. Bye-bye.